What's going on, guys? Grimsy here. Today I'm going to be giving you an in-depth tutorial on how to make a good Fortnite edit for TikTok. Let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open DaVinci Resolve, and then you're going to go ahead and hit New Project down here in the corner. Title it whatever you want. We are going to call it Fortnite Edit Ye. So now that we got our blank canvas, we are going to go ahead and pop open Google Chrome here, and we're going to head over to the website Envato Elements. As I've talked about before, I do enjoy this. Not a sponsor, just a fan. So I'm going to try and go for a chill mellow. I like that. Dance and EDM. Let's check out some of these.
Audio Jungle.
So, little pro tip here. A big piece to choosing a song is visualizing how you could potentially edit it when you're auditioning a track. So what I see when I'm looking at this song, the energetic positive pop, back in this part back here, notice how there's kind of a pulse. You could picture like something pulsing in the background, or like you could do frame cuts. You could do all sorts of cool stuff. And if that sounds like nonsense to you, well, just stick around for later in the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and download this one. Download without a license. And if you're wondering what that meant when it said download without a license, what that is it's not like you're stealing the track or anything. It's just how this website deals with like group projects and things. So a license would be like a project that a team works on together. Now that we've opened the download, you're going to see that there are 3 different files in here. We're going to go ahead and click the wave sign, and we're going to drag that right there to our desktop. All right, we can go ahead and close out of this. And we're going to drag this right here because these clips right here are the ones I'm going to be using for today's video. So now that we're back in DaVinci, you're going to want to click on the little media tab down here at the bottom. So one way you can do this is you can click and drag things in from over here on the left, but I just tend to find it easier to just open up File Explorer and head over to where you have your clips located. So what we're going to do, we're going to select all 5 of these things, and we're going to drag them into here. Before you do anything else, you got to select these files, click and drag them into the media pool, and it's going to ask you to change project frame rate, and you're going to click change. All right, so now what this is doing is it's adding all of your clips into DaVinci. So the next tab here is going to be the cut tab, but I tend to ignore that one and just head over to the edit tab. All right, so first things first, click and drag the audio track for the music into the timeline. What I like to do here is I like to go down here to the Fairlight tab. I like to turn the music down to at least -10. I'm going to turn this one to -11 because it's a little bit too loud, but not too bad. Now, since this is not a quick tutorial on how to sync the clips like one of my other videos was, link in the description by the way, I am going to show you a little bit different of a method. So what we're going to actually do, instead of finding a point on here, we're going to actually click and drag in a clip. I'd like to start with this one. So we're going to click and drag that onto here. So what we're going to do, like I said in one of my other videos, you want to turn the volume all the way down on the actual clip itself. Just completely turn that down. Don't need it. You're going to go ahead and give it a play just to kind of feel it out a little bit. So I was watching this clip earlier, and I know there's a lot of downtime between the shots, so I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through there and cut. Remember, B for blade and A for arrow. This is where we want to keep. So what we want to do, because there was this kill here at the beginning, I might as well put in there because why not. So we're gonna go right to where you see the person you just eliminated, their name, and you're gonna hit B for blade, A for arrow, click on the middle one. You're gonna go ahead and delete it because I know for a fact that is all excess, and you're gonna want to do the same thing for your clips, but it obviously won't be the exact same process. You're going to want to do things a little differently to sync yours up. All right, next step, we're going to play it and just see how it looks now, because sometimes you will get lucky. Sometimes things will work well, but we'll see. When I'm watching something through in a timeline, I like to listen to the track almost more than watch the video at first. And the reason for that is because you want to hear where you can set down markers. Like for example, I'm going to set one right where I actually have my playhead right now, because that is almost a bass drop. Anyway, I heard another one. I think I want it to be right there. And how I'm making that guess, it's not just a random guess, it's an educated guess. So if you look here, you'll see this little crazy design into a total newbie that looks like nothing, but that's actually very important. See, if I were to drag this down, it gets smaller, right? So what that's actually doing is displaying the physical audio wave so you can see it. That will take time and you'll just need to develop those skills. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drop another marker right here. Now I'm going to left click on the video clip, hit play. Unlike Call of Duty, you're not going to look for the first hit marker, but rather when their name actually starts to pop up. I'd give it a 2 or 3 frames in. And then we're going to go ahead and drop a marker on there. Left click over here on the left end of this. Got to be careful not to grab too far over because it will give you this little back-to-back symbol, which will drag both of these. So you're going to want to just drag it off a little bit. We can always adjust that. But then, yeah, see, that's not far enough. We're trying to sync this to here. So we're going to keep dragging until it gets to where you want it to be. It's all right if there's a little extra because you'll just replace it and then we'll watch it back and see how it looks. So one thing I'm thinking is I do want to work on this first clip a little bit more because I want to show off a little bit more of how I got to the position I'm at here rather than all of this extra. Hit B for blade, A for arrow, delete. We're going to go ahead and click this one, drag it over, and then just pull this off a little. And then we're going to watch this and see how it looks. That's not really too bad for this part right here. I wasn't really paying attention too much to the left clip. However, we need to listen now to the track to find a beat for this elimination to hit on. First, while I'm here, I'm just going to drop a marker right there. Now we're going to play it back. So I might try and do it right there, right where at the end there. And you can drag that over and then drag this back to the beginning. And another thing I want to recommend is I really like to transition between clips on a beat. It just hits so much harder. So we're going to zoom in. We're going to drag to where we want it to hit on the audio. Drag to the playhead. Drag this forward. All right. Now we can zoom out. Go back to the beginning, and it should be smoother. A little bit. Okay, so now what we want to do is find the next elimination. Because there's so much I can cut out. Because this guy's shooting at me, and I'm just not looking at him. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip to right there. We're going to hit B, and we're going to go there, there. All right, let's check this out. Yeah, I like that. And I dragged this off right on the second beat to carry it into the next one. So you'll see what I mean. So now we're going to try this clip. So again, turn it all the way down. One thing about clipping software with PCs or consoles, a huge thing that you'll notice is the clip will always be at the end. Because you're always like, oh, that was crazy. Clip that. And you hit that clip button and then it'll clip like a minute and a half or up to 15 minutes sometimes of just the previous. So that's a good thing to know when you're editing to try and speed things up. So we're going to go B for blade, A for arrow, left click, delete. We're going to watch from the last part. Okay, that's a big snipe. I want to put it on this big part in the song that just popped through. So check this out. That is right there. That, and we're gonna go right there, mark that, and go there. You want to have a lot of flow in your clips, but you don't want to have too much running around in your edits. That'll make it really difficult for audience retention and things like that. And then just drag this over at the end. That's nice. All right, we're going to click and drag in our last clip for this TikTok edit. We're going to hold control and then scroll down with your mouse wheel. All right. And then we're going to find the clip. Almost forgot. You got to turn it all down. So one way to find clips more easily is to just kind of watch the kill counter up in the corner. You should see it go up. That'll be right where you want to cut. So we're going to hit B for blade, A for arrow, delete, drag it all the way over to here. Find a spot where you want to line it up. Click on audio track and drop a marker, and then left click on the video. You can use the left or right arrows to scrub through the project. So we're going to do that. We're going to go right here. We're going to drop an arrow. We're going to drag off a bit of the bottom and drag it into place and replace. We're going to make sure you save it very, very frequently. Ooh, that was kind of a nice shot. I'm going to drop a cut right there. So B for blade, A for arrow, click and drag. I'm going to go right here. A big part of editing is just feeling out kind of what you're trying to do and just know if it feels right, you know, and that'll come with time. Like I said earlier, experience is everything with editing. And obviously I'm not the best editor in the world. I'm not proclaiming to be, but there really are times where you can start to notice things working better. Anyway, back to the edit. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this back. And notice there's a bunch of dead space here. So we're going to hit B for blade and then blade again, A for arrow, delete, and drag into place. And save it because it's a good habit. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're going to hit B for blade again down here on the music, just because that's the last clip I'm going to add for the video. I don't want to go too crazy for this in terms of length, so we're just going to stick to that. So now we're going to zoom in, and we're going to do what we've done for all of them and just drag to where we want it to be, drop a marker, drop a marker. Now that we have the markers, we need to find somewhere in the song. Right there looks good. Just based on that, we're going to go there, click and drag, line it up, and play it back. All right, so we need to find a spot here. Right there looks good. And we'll drag it back in place. All right, let's see what she looks like from the very beginning. Okay, sweet. That was pretty good. So now we're going to save it once more just because. And we're going to go ahead and start adding effects. So first thing I like to do is add a little bit of color. So we click on over here and we click on our first clip. So I am not quite a professional at color grading. However, I just do a lot of things by eye. I try and lower and darken certain things that allow you to see things better and things like that. So you're going to kind of fiddle around and see what you want, see what you don't want. You can get really crazy with this. Make sure each of our clips are adjusted. But for the most part, I am going to leave it just about the same. You just want to brighten things up a bit. Okay, so now we are going to go back to the edit tab because we want things a little oversaturated for this next effect. So we're going to click effects up here at the top, click on open FX. You're going to want to click and drag the glow directly onto the clip. Now check this out. So that gives it a much brighter, much more vibrant kind of feel to it. So we're going to do that to all of them just to see how it looks. You're going to want to make sure the inspector tab is open and you're going to click and you're going to drag the threshold down to to whatever looks best for your video. The threshold is basically the minimum amount of light that is needed for the glow effect to take place. All right, let's watch it. I would say that is perfect for TikTok. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on the edit tab. You're going to make sure that these 3 little bars are clicked, and you're going to right click where it says timeline. You're going to go to timelines and then timeline settings, and you're going to uncheck use project settings. Under timeline resolution, you are going to change it from 1920 to 1080 or whatever you have it set at to 1080 by 1920. You're going to hit OK. And what that does is it brings you into the format usable by TikTok. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save that. You're going to go ahead and click on the deliver tab, the little rocket ship down here at the bottom. You're going to title it whatever. I believe we called this Fortnite Edit Ye. You're going to browse location. We're going to save it on the desktop. You're going to hit save. And then make sure your resolution is good. You're going to add it to the render queue down here. And then you'll hit render all. And that's going to go ahead and export it from DaVinci Resolve to your computer. And then from there, you can go ahead and upload it to TikTok. And just like that, guys, it is finished. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would love that. I would appreciate that. That would mean the world to me. Anyway, this is Grimsy signing off. Peace.